move the stadium from the back of the campus to the front of the campus. So I'll be looking forward to it. So I'll definitely let you know, but I'll message you what game I'm going to go to, and I would love to meet you. So that would be kind of cool, too, to go. I know it's a passion of yours to get these kids into school, and that's freaking cool, by the way, that you take your time to get these kids, on the right path. If they want to be in college and play football, that's great. That's awesome, man. So huge praise.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm up to like almost 450 or around that right now.
Nice.
With kids just this year in 2019 of getting them actually committed to schools. So I'm definitely adding numbers to that. So I have over 4,000 in the entire state. So definitely trying to keep going, man, and keep pushing these kids in the right direction for sure. But I've got some kids that's been begging me to come down there to the Tampa area. I actually want to get down to IMG too. So there's a few games in your area, man. I'll let you know the dates I'm gonna come down, and if you want to slide through, just let me know, man. I can, like I said, I can try to get at press passes. So me and one of the IMG coaches are real close because I cover his camps and stuff too. So I could probably easily get us some press passes for that, so we can get on the sideline and probably interview some kids and whatnot. So we'll definitely get it taken care of, man. Before I get out of here, man, what's your end of the season predictions for the Big Three?
Wow. Okay, you put me on the spot here. Let me see. Okay, I'll start with Florida State. I'm gonna say 8-4 or 9-3, and I know earlier in the year you would have catch me saying 7-6.
Right.
I think with they're gonna use last year's disappointing season as motivation. I think Willie Taggart's going to have them better prepared this year. They got a new offensive coordinator. That's definitely going to help. If they can shore up the offensive and defensive line, from what I saw last year, I could see them definitely winning 8-9 games this year. I think the Florida State game will be a little bit more competitive than it was a year ago. I think the Miami-Florida State game will be another competitive game down the stretch this year, too. I know you guys play each other, in the middle of October? When do you –
November 2nd.
November. Oh, so it's beginning of November. Okay. As far as Miami goes, from what I saw, last week, again, they showed they had some good things. Again, they're young. And I think, to be honest with you, that Manny Diaz is definitely the right coach. His bravado that he brings on the sideline, he's going to, like you said earlier, he's going to he motivates these kids to take the game a little bit more serious. So when you lose a game, it's not just, we got next week. He's going to make them feel, I'm not going to say he's going to blame them, but he's going to make them feel, okay, we need to improve. So I could definitely see them winning 9-10 games this year because, again, like you said, the schedule's set up for them to be a 9 or 10 win season this year. And I think the Gators are also going to be a 9 or 10, win season this year. Again, they won't – Georgia's going to be tough. I don't see them beating Georgia. Missouri will always be – they've been a thorn in our side for a while. The Auburn game should be interesting because Gus Malzahn is kind of, I guess, on the hot seat from what I've been reading, from Alabama newspapers and everything. But, again, if that comes from Tuscaloosa, he's always on the hot seat because they don't like Auburn to begin with. And the LSU game, we have to go to Baton Rouge. That's going to be a tough game. So, I mean, the Gators, and then, South Carolina will be tough. That's always a tough matchup. Vanderbilt, I'm not too worried about. Kentucky, they lost last year to Kentucky. I don't see that happening 2 years in a row. They're not the same team they were. Benny Snell's now in the NFL. So, again, I think all three of them are going to have winning seasons. I don't see anyone, and even USF. I can see USF winning 8 games this year. they're this game tomorrow night's going to be kind of the set. If they can come out, even if they play Wisconsin tomorrow night, if they can play solidly and they can go next week and they beat Georgia Tech on the road, and then they come back home and they have a little cupcake game before they start their league play, they have a shot. And UCF may go undefeated. I don't really see anyone on their schedule that can beat them. I don't, and I hate to say that because I love to see USF beat them, but I don't think that's going to happen unless USF comes into that game on a hot streak. And the funny thing about USF is they end the season Cincinnati, Temple, Memphis, UCF. Those 4 games at the end of the season are going to be rough. That's a rough stretch for USF. So if they can, they get all their wins in the beginning of the season, if they got a shot at beating UCF, but it's not going to be easy. It won't be an easy season.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. I'll say my big 3 predictions. I'll go Florida State 8-4. I'll go Florida 9-3, and Miami I'll go 11-1.
Okay.
That and then I obviously the postseason I don't know too. I only know who our opponents will be, so I really won't get into that.
Right.
But I appreciate you having me on, brother.
Okay. You come on anytime you want, and like I said, I'll message you about when I'm going to go to Gibbs, and let me know when you're coming down here, and I'll go ahead and make plans to come meet you at IMG or in Armwood. I don't mind driving to Tampa to watch a high school game.
All right. Sounds good, man. I might get to Lakewood too down in St. Pete, so that I can close to.
That's my rival. That's Gibbs' rival.
Yeah, man. I got a kid that plays down there, so I'll let you know. I'm waiting for him to tell me when he wants me to come down and watch one of his games. So I'll let you know when I'm able to make it down.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good one, buddy.
You too, buddy. Thank you.
Later.
Bye. All right, guys. That was my man Eric Moore. He is his goal is to get high school kids to go to college. He's trying to guide them on the right path. With that in mind, guys, I'm going to have to end my show here. I will get to the NFL uniform thing next week because it'll be NFL season starting next week. Guys, again, if something is to happen with the storm on Tuesday, and I'll let you guys know on Facebook if I can't do my show next week, but I'll let you know. Hopefully the storm is not that powerful. I was just watching the halftime show during the Bucs game, and they are still showing the path coming this way as a Category 1 hurricane. So we're going to hold our collective breaths and hope that, it doesn't happen that way. But thank you again, guys, for joining. This is the Walker Report on In the Zone Sports Radio, part of NGSE Sports. Remember the website. It's ngsesports.com. Log on to ngsesports.com for all your current sports content. NGSE Sports, where we never stop. This show is sponsored by Alicia's Pels and Things. Check out our Facebook page, Alicia's Pels and Things, where you'll find home decor that you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. Check out the Pels and Stools of your favorite sports teams. Maybe you want a set of your kid's favorite cartoon or movie character. You can also get full body and neck Pels as well. Log on to ngsesports.com and go to the Alicia's Pels and Things tab on the homepage to complete your order. I also want to give a shout out to my man Joey at Amore Pizza at 9700 6th Street North in Pinellas Park. I will again go through their specials, guys. They start on Sundays with a 12-ounce Delmonico steak for $13.99. They have chicken Alfredo on Mondays for $7.99. On Tuesdays, it's Taco Tuesday, guys, 3 for $5, beef or chicken. On Wednesdays, it's Wing Day, 60-cent wings and $2 Amber Bach and Shock Top on draft. On Thursday nights, they feature 2 1/4-pound hot dogs and fries for $6.99. And on Fridays, it's all-you-can-eat fish for $9.99. Let us know you heard it on the Walker Report, and you will receive 10% off your total. Also, guys, use the Slice app on either Google Play or your your iPhone App Store to download the app to help them. Also, a shout out to my my friend Renee at www.creatingzenspaces.com for cleaning, organization, and pet sitting. The local choice in St. Petersburg, Florida for house cleaning, organization, decluttering, and pet sitting. It's about finding a peace with you and adding comfort to your life at Zen Spaces. With that in mind, guys, again, I want to thank you for joining me on this Thursday evening. Again, I hopefully will be on next week, guys. With the storm coming, I don't know what my future holds as far as the show goes. Nothing's going to happen to me personally, guys. Pray that nothing happens to me. But before I end my show, as I always say, I want to thank you to the men and women of our armed services, both retired and active. Thank you for your service. I always appreciate it. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't, if you guys didn't make the dedication that you do. I also want to thank our domestic soldiers, our police officers, firefighters, and paramedics. Thank you guys, too, for keeping us safe at home. Until then, guys, I hope to see you guys next Thursday. If the storm doesn't blow me away, I will be back next Thursday night here, as I am every Thursday. And in case you guys did not hear, as of September 30th, I am launching a new podcast called Tampa Talk, where it'll be all about Tampa Bay sports. Come join me, because that's going to happen. That'll be happening in the future. But until then, guys, I want to say I love you guys. Thank you again for joining me on this evening. Have a lovely evening. Be safe, guys, if you're in the path of that hurricane coming this way. Be safe. Until next Thursday, peace.